What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to heal your gut, strengthen your immunity, and even improve your mood is sitting quietly in your kitchen? Disguised as something as simple as yogurt? But here's the surprising truth. Most people are choosing the wrong one. Every day, I meet patients who proudly tell me they eat healthy yogurt, believing they are doing the best thing for their bodies. Yet many of them still struggle with bloating, fatigue, weak digestion, and even stubborn weight gain. And when I look closer, the problem often isn't that they're eating yogurt. It's which one they're choosing. Today, we're going to uncover the truth behind two powerful fermented foods, Greek yogurt and kefir. Both are praised as superfoods. Both are rich in probiotics, and both can transform your health, but they are not the same. And choosing the right one for your body can make a life-changing difference. Let me guide you through this, not as a trend or diet advice, but as a doctor who has seen firsthand how the right food can heal, and the wrong choice can silently harm. Let's begin with Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is thick, creamy, and satisfying. It's strained to remove most of the liquid whey, which makes it higher in protein than regular yogurt. That's why many people use it for weight loss or muscle building. It keeps you full longer, stabilizes blood sugar, and can help reduce unhealthy snacking. On the surface, it sounds perfect, and in many ways, it is. But here is where people make their first mistake. They assume all Greek yogurt is equally healthy. In reality, many commercial Greek yogurts are loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and thickeners. I've seen patients consuming what they think is a healthy breakfast, only to realize they are eating the equivalent of a dessert. And even when you choose plain Greek yogurt, there's another limitation most people don't know about. Greek yogurt typically contains only a few strains of beneficial bacteria, usually around 2 to 5 types. While that's helpful, your gut is incredibly complex. It contains trillions of microorganisms, and diversity is key. A limited range of bacteria means you may not be getting the full gut-healing benefits your body truly needs. Now let's talk about kefir. Kefir is less popular in many households, but medically speaking, it is one of the most powerful fermented foods you can consume. It's a drinkable yogurt-like beverage, slightly tangy, sometimes a little fizzy, and incredibly rich in probiotics. Unlike Greek yogurt, kefir can contain up to 30 or more different strains of beneficial bacteria and yeast. Yes, yeast, not the harmful kind, but beneficial ones that help balance your gut environment. Think of your gut like a garden. Greek yogurt adds a few good plants. Kefir, on the other hand, brings an entire ecosystem. Now here's where the confusion and the danger begins. Many people switch to kefir thinking more probiotics must always be better. But that's not always true for everyone. I've seen patients with sensitive digestive systems, especially those with conditions like irritable bowel symptoms, experience discomfort when they suddenly introduce large amounts of kefir. They feel bloated, gassy, or uneasy, and they assume something is wrong with them. But in reality, their gut simply wasn't ready. You see, when you introduce a large number of new bacteria into your system, your gut needs time to adapt. If you rush the process, it can create temporary imbalance instead of healing. So one of the biggest mistakes people make is not understanding their own body before choosing between these two. Let me give you a simple example from my practice. 2 patients come to me with similar complaints: low energy, poor digestion, and mild weight gain. One starts eating Greek yogurt daily. Within weeks, their hunger reduces, they feel fuller longer, and they begin to lose weight. The other switches to kefir. Their digestion improves dramatically, their bloating disappears, and their overall gut health becomes stronger. Same goal, 2 different paths, 2 different results. This is why there is no one-size-fits-all answer. But there's more you need to understand, because the real difference between Greek yogurt and kefir goes deeper than just probiotics. It affects your metabolism, your immune system, and even your brain. Most people don't realize that your gut and brain are deeply connected. This is called the gut-brain axis. The bacteria in your gut produce chemicals that influence your mood, stress levels, and even your sleep. A healthier gut can mean a calmer mind, and this is where kefir has a unique advantage. Because of its wider variety of bacteria and yeast, kefir can have a stronger impact on balancing your gut environment. This, in turn, may help reduce inflammation in the body, a key driver behind many chronic diseases. But again, this power must be used wisely. On the other hand, Greek yogurt shines in a different way. Its high protein content makes it excellent for muscle repair, weight management, and keeping your metabolism active. So now you might be wondering, if Greek yogurt helps with weight and protein, and kefir supports gut diversity and deeper healing, then which one should you choose? This is exactly where most people get stuck, and where most health advice becomes confusing. Because the truth is, choosing the healthier option depends on something very personal: your body's current condition, your goals, and even your daily habits. And we haven't even discussed some of the most critical factors yet, like lactose tolerance, immunity strength, and how these foods interact with your lifestyle. In the next part, I'm going to reveal exactly how to choose between Greek yogurt and kefir based on your body type, your health goals, and your digestive condition. I'll also share practical, doctor-recommended ways to use each one safely and effectively, so you don't just follow trends, but actually transform your health. Because when used correctly, one of these could become your daily medicine, and the other might be holding you back without you even realizing it. Now let us continue, because this is where the real clarity begins. You've understood that both Greek yogurt and kefir are powerful, but in very different ways. Now, as a doctor, my goal is to help you choose not based on trends, but based on your body's needs. Let me start with one of the most important factors: your digestion. If you often feel bloated after meals, experience gas, irregular bowel movements, or that uncomfortable heaviness in your stomach, your gut is asking for help. In such cases, kefir can be incredibly beneficial. Why? Because kefir contains a much wider variety of probiotics along with beneficial yeast. These microorganisms don't just pass through your gut, they actively help restore balance. They crowd out harmful bacteria, support digestion, and improve how your body absorbs nutrients. Many of my patients who struggled with chronic bloating saw noticeable improvement within weeks of introducing kefir slowly into their routine. But notice what I said: slowly. Start with just a few sips a day. Let your gut adjust, then gradually increase. This gentle approach allows your digestive system to rebuild itself without shock. Now, let's talk about another group of people, those trying to lose weight or control their appetite. If you find yourself constantly hungry, craving snacks, or struggling to stay full, Greek yogurt may be your better starting point. Its high protein content plays a powerful role in satiety. Protein slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces sudden hunger spikes. This is not just theory. I've seen patients naturally reduce their calorie intake simply by adding a bowl of plain Greek yogurt to their daily routine. But there is a critical warning here: never fall into the trap of flavored yogurts. Those attractive fruit-flavored cups often contain large amounts of added sugar. Instead of helping your health, they can increase inflammation, disturb your gut bacteria, and even lead to weight gain over time. Always choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, and if needed, add your own fresh fruit. Now let's discuss something many people worry about: lactose intolerance. If you feel discomfort after consuming milk, you might assume both of these options are off limits. But that's not entirely true. Kefir is often much easier to digest than regular dairy. The fermentation process breaks down most of the lactose, making it suitable for many people who cannot tolerate milk. Greek yogurt also contains less lactose than regular yogurt, but not as little as kefir. So if you are sensitive to dairy, kefir may be the gentler option for your body. Now, let's move deeper into immunity. Your immune system is not just in your blood. A large part of it lives in your gut. This means the health of your gut bacteria directly affects how well your body can fight infections, inflammation, and even long-term diseases. Because kefir contains a broader spectrum of beneficial microbes, it tends to have a stronger impact on immune support. It helps create a more balanced internal environment, which reduces chronic inflammation, a silent factor behind conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and fatigue. However, Greek yogurt still plays a valuable role. It provides essential nutrients like calcium, vitamin B12, and protein, all of which are important for maintaining overall health, especially in growing children, older adults, and those recovering from illness. So again, you see, this is not about good versus bad. It is about what your body needs right now. Now let me give you a simple, practical way to decide. If your main goal is to improve digestion, heal your gut, reduce bloating, or strengthen immunity, start with kefir. If your main goal is weight control, muscle health, or staying full longer, start with Greek yogurt. And in many cases, the best approach is not choosing one over the other, but using both wisely. Yes, you can include Greek yogurt in one part of your day, for example, breakfast, and kefir in another, such as a light evening drink. This balanced approach allows you to benefit from both protein and probiotic diversity. But remember this final principle: consistency matters more than perfection. It is not about eating something once or twice. True healing comes from daily habits, small, consistent choices that gently guide your body back to balance. And always listen to your body. If something makes you feel lighter, more energetic, and comfortable, it is working. If something causes discomfort, heaviness, or fatigue, adjust it. Your body speaks. You just have to pay attention. Let me leave you with this thought as someone who has spent decades caring for patients. Health is not built in hospitals. It is built in kitchens, in daily routines, and in the quiet choices you make when no one is watching. Greek yogurt and kefir are not just foods. When used correctly, they become tools. Tools to rebuild your gut, strengthen your immunity, and restore your energy. You don't need complicated diets. You don't need expensive supplements. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is simple, natural, and already within your reach. Take care of your gut, and you take care of your entire body. And that, my dear listener, is one of the wisest investments you can make in your health.